Hey kids, Flexing Teacher Weber here. I hope you're having a good day. Before the holiday break, we were working on factors and prime numbers and composite numbers and doing the prime factorization of a number by making a factor tree. And this week in remote learning, the last thing we're going to do is work on greatest common factor, or G.C.F. for short. So when you find the factors of two or more numbers, the largest one they have the same or in common is the greatest common factor, or the G.C.F. So that's what we've been working on this week in remote learning. Let's do a few examples together. So it says, for each set, list the factors and circle all the common factors and state the greatest common factor. So the first question we have the number 10 and the number 15. And so to state the factors of 10, we list all the numbers that multiply to 10. Well, I know always 1 times 10. And 10 is an even number, so 2 will be a factor, and it's two groups of 5, or 2 times 5. So there's all the factors of 10. And all the factors of 15 are 1 times 15 and 3 times 5. So there's all our factors of those numbers, the numbers that multiply to 10 and the numbers that multiply to 15. The common factors in each one, I'm going to circle them. Well, they both have 1 in common, and they both have 5 in common. So we would say then the G.C.F., or the greatest common factor, is the largest one they have in common, which is 5. That's how you find the greatest common factor. Do a couple more. So we have the number 16 and the number 20. Well, the factors of 16 are 1 times 16, 2 times 8, and 4 times 4, but we just have to write the 4 once. And the factors of 20 are 1 times 20, 2 times 10, and 4 times 5. And there's all the numbers that multiply to 20. Let's circle the ones they have in common. Well, numbers are always going to have 1 as a common factor, 2 is a common factor, and 4 is a common factor. And so the G.C.F., or the greatest common factor that they both have in common, is 4. So the main thing is to be able to do your multiplications in order to get the factors. Let's do another one. So the factors of 18 are 1 times 18, 2 times 9, and 3 times 6. And the factors of 30 are 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and 5 times 6. And there's all your factors of 30. Let's circle the common ones. Well, they're always going to have 1 in common. They have 2 in common. They have 3 in common. And they have 6 in common. So the greatest common factor of 18 and 30 is 6. Let's do one last question. This question has 3 numbers. We can find the greatest common factor of as many numbers we want. So let's look at the factors for 12. We're going to have 1 times 12. We're going to have 2 times 6. And 3 times 4, all equal 12. The factors of 24, 1 times 24. 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. And the factors of 28, 1 times 28, 2 times 14, 4 times 7. And if we circle the ones they have in common, and we want to look at the ones that all 3 of them have in common, they all have 1 in common. They all have 2 in common. And They all have 4 in common. So the greatest common factor of 12, 24, and 28 is 4. And that's how you find the greatest common factor of a set of numbers. This is the kind of work we'll do in the assignments that I've given out this week. So that's finding the greatest common factor. I hope that helps. That's all for now. Flexing Teacher Weber, out.